So online applications for grades 1 and 8 in Gauteng open on the 13th of May. The system has been improved to make applying easier for parents. The Basic Education MEC, Sufi, has amended some of the zoning regulations. He's been speaking on those amendments to make sure they are equitable, ensure equitable access to all children, regardless of class, race or language. Parents have been encouraged to apply as early as possible. We can now speak now to the Education Department spokesperson here in Gauteng, Steve Mabona. Steve with me on set this afternoon. Steve, thank you for coming in. So the system goes live on May 13th, and how long do parents have to get their applications in?
Thank you very much. Yes, the online registration will open on the 13th of May, and it will close on the 15th of July. So parents need to utilize that period to apply on time. We urge them to do that, most especially those that are closer to the school. You know, some parents will argue that I'm very close to the school and waste more time and think that they're going to be prioritized. Though according to the, our criteria, we'll be prioritizing those that are close to the school, that is home address, those that have a sibling at the school, and thirdly, we'll also look at those that work close to the school. Fourthly, within 30-kilometer radius within the feeder zone will also, be, prioritized. And fifthly, those that are outside the feeder zone within or outside 30 kilometers radius will also be accommodated. So it means that everyone can apply in a Gauteng school now.
For the benefit of those who maybe are watching this conversation from wherever and are moving to Gauteng in the next and want to apply, how does the portal work in real terms?
While the system opens, it opens to everyone. Even if you are internationally outside the country, you can apply. That's why we normally encourage parents that are closer to the school to apply, because we really need to prioritize those that are close to the school. But this as well, it do away with the exclusions. Those schools that will tell you that this is a single medium, certain language, you cannot access the school. Gone are those days. This is now a revolution when coming to amendment of our admission regulations, because it simply says the HOD of the department is the only person that will say the school cannot accept or must accept. So the schools must then forward their policies, admission policies, to the head of the department for ratification. If that is not done, no one will tell us that we are pulling them. We will make sure that we admit those learners there.
So at this stage, do you know how much space you have for these grade 1 and 8 pupils for 2020?
Look, we are in demand. As you know that we improve our quality of education, you know that we build more schools, even though we have a backlog. Everyone wants to come to Gauteng because of the quality of education that we're introducing. We're introducing a skills-focused education. So everyone wants to come here. So each and every year we have an increment when coming to demand. Hence, it's important for us to plan ahead. I mean, for this year, we had about an increment of more than 10,000 applications that we were not really expecting. But because of the demand, we had to then accommodate. So hence, we call upon everyone to apply on time, so that we plan and make sure that if we have to build more schools or reclassify and make sure that we accommodate them in other areas, we will be in a position to do that.
Parents of children who aren't in grades 1 and 8 next year want to know how much longer are they going to have to wait for this application system to open up to the rest of the grades, to make it easier for everyone to apply versus having to go to a school to put in an application?
Look, we are still contending with this one, improving it every year. You'll understand that when we started in 2016, we had a challenge, and now we've actually improved the system, increased the server. Now you can hit 50,000 users per second, comparing to last year where we were at 40,000.
Because it crashed, didn't it, in 2016 when you launched it?
No, we had challenges. It didn't crash. Because
it crashed, Steve.
No, it didn't crash. It had a capacity of space. Hence, we had to increase with the more servers. And moving from there, it was improvement throughout. So we are still improving it further. When we decide to take the process to all the inner grades, then we should be in a position to say, we are sure we're not going to have challenges. But
so if
we are
those challenges expand to that level, will you say that it's crashed? Is that the language you use then?
Well, if the system crashed, we will say it did crash. But this one, it didn't. We were challenged, and the following year, we could easily improve because we knew what was the challenge. So moving forward, there's no excuse from parents to say, I could not access it, it was freezing, and all those other excuses. There's no excuse. When we open on the 18th of May, access the system and apply to the school that you want.
And it closes when again?
It closes on the 15th of July.
And when should they expect a response from the various schools or the department?
The placement period will start on the 27th of August, which will then go up until the 20th of September. So when you go into the system, it will give you an opportunity to give us your details. Make sure that you give us details. And in terms of the contact, because you're going to receive an SMS, make sure that you give us a cell phone number that is reliable, that we're going to be easily, reaching you. Because some parents will give us a phone number that is not going to be in use. When we start to place, we are in trouble because we can't find them. So they must make sure that details there in the system should be what we're going to be, they're going to be useful for us to utilize and interact with them.
Steve Mabona, Gauteng Education Department spokesperson, thank you for your time.